start. All right, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to New Utrecht High School Field. This is Andre Johnson here on the call with you guys. Today, we have Eagle Academy Brooklyn going up against New Utrecht. So hopefully everyone enjoyed last night's game. That was the finale of the Game of the Week series. I mean, it's kind of crazy just to think that we actually made it. We actually made it through the whole Game of the Week series, but it's not about that today. It's all about Eagle Academy versus Utrecht. Eagles sitting at 3-3. Utrecht looking for their first win in the PSAL. Now, this game has not been easy. This venue has not been easy for for Eagle Academy. This is Eagles' third year in a row here, and they lost the previous two. So Eagles looking to shake off some bad demons over here in this part of Brooklyn. I see my guy Jay in the chat. How you doing, man? I didn't see you in the chat yesterday. You weren't in the chat yesterday, Jay? But, it's nice to be back on the commentary. This is an important game. Eagle Academy, it's pretty much you win two, you're in the playoffs. And for Utrecht, it's their senior night. So, they're dying to get a win on their senior night on the last time they're going to be playing on their home field. Eagles coming off a disappointing loss to South Shore. Oh, that's my guy Adrian in the chat. What's the word, man? Adrian, who wasn't over 100 yards for South Shore yesterday? I was about to say Adrian was over 100 yards, but I think the whole squad was over 100 yards yesterday. So huge shout out to the Vikings in the chat. Big win last night over JFK. And yes, Jay, yes, this is very important. If Eagle win their last two games, they're in. If there's any McKee fans in the chat, McKee is definitely rooting for New Utrecht because that would pretty much create a play-in scenario in the last week of the season between Eagle and McKee. So that's what we're looking at tonight as far as the playoffs go. And when it comes to the playoff picture, we pretty much have to – it's pretty much that we just have to wait until the last week of the season to see where the chips fall. So, yeah, this is just off of the top of my head, but right now it looks like it's Curtis is number one. Curtis is number one. Tottenville, E-Hall 2-3. Lincoln number 4. And then I know Canarsie wasn't able to win last night. So I'm pretty sure Canarsie has to win their last game of the season to make it in. Because, again, no one knows exactly for sure. But I'm pretty confident you have to be 500 to make the playoffs. So I'm pretty confident Canarsie is sitting on 3 wins. So, of course, the Vikings, not only because, they're rivals with Canarsie, but they'd rather see Canarsie lose so they can get that 5 seed. But from what I've heard, I heard that Clinton lost yesterday, so I don't think Clinton has any chance of sneaking in. So my producer's asking, has Clinton won? Clinton hasn't won in a few weeks. I can't remember. They haven't won in a few weeks. But, yeah, as far as the playoffs go, let's see. So you have JFK, South Shore, Eagle, and there has to be one more. So it might be McKee, actually. No, excuse me. Did I say Canarsie? No, it's going to be Canarsie most likely. So I think that loss for Clinton was huge for Canarsie. I'm pretty sure they're going to be in now. Yeah, Jay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, with the only 2 to 3 teams with 11 ratings. So Yeah, I think it's going to be it's going to be Eagle / McKee, JFK, and South Shore. Yeah, so that's 3. So we're getting ready for kickoff here. Captain's lining up, getting ready to come out. So the name of the game for Eagle Academy, there's actually 2 names. It's execution and ball security. Eagle fumbled a lot of snaps. They fumbled a lot last week versus the Vikings. They need to clean that up, and we need to see a higher level of execution from Eagle Academy tonight. And like I said, first of all, Utrecht is dying to get their first win of the season, and Utrecht is also coming in with the leading rusher in the PSAL 4A and number 1 Ishmael Alcindor. So again, that's coming into the week. It might have changed as the games have played, but as far as the week begun, Ishmael Alcindor is the leading rusher in the PSAL 4A. So this is going to be no pushover for Eagle Academy and their defense as I dap up the defensive coordinator. So we were here last a few weeks ago for the game of the week. We were here last week for the game of a few weeks ago for Utrecht versus New Dorp. New York was able to come away with the win. So let's see. I didn't see who won the toss. So we're going to have to wait a minute to see who is getting the ball first. Jay saying the PSAL placement system is very intriguing. Yeah, it's a little strange, right? Because they do the PowerPoints, but everybody knows. Well, I guess if you know that, the PowerPoints, they're important, but it's the rating that's the most important because everything's going to shift. I wish they were a little more, clear about that. Because, I think the Vikings have, the second or the third most PowerPoints right now? But we all know that they're going to end up being, the 5 or the 6 seed in the playoffs. So it looks like Eagle is going to be first receiving the ball. Back deep for Eagle is number 5, Jaden Fortune. And it looks like number 3, Travis Harris, is also back deep. So if you guys have watched the game here at Utrecht before, you guys know what we're dealing with the camera angle. It's a different angle than we're used to. But, we got to make it work for y'all. So once the ball gets past about the 30-yard line, coming into the bottom of the screen, we're going to shift to another camera downstairs. So kind of just bear with us. I'm going to do my best. I'm probably going to stand on top of a chair right now to let you guys know what's going on when it goes into those blind spots. But we have another camera right under me, so. So like I said, it's Fortune and Mr. Harris deep for Eagle Academy. And we're ready for a week 7. It's kicked off. It's a kick to the left, and it does go out of bounds. So it looks like Eagle should get the ball at, pretty sure, the 35-yard line. So again, as you guys can see in the camera, we're on top of the roof. We're trying to make it work, so. So I see there's South Shore. No, South Shore is not going to get home field advantage at all. The way the PSAL works is that the top division is split up into 2 strength of schedules, and South Shore has a weaker strength of schedule than the rest of the league. So the rating is 12 or an 11. So all of the 11's rating of their strength of schedule gets seeded under the ones with the higher. So Cody Williams is under center for Eagle Academy, 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Cody picked up a knock in the previous game, but it looks like he is okay. So we have Virgil Leith at fullback and Joseph Pruden, number 32, back. It's a fake. Throws it to Virgil in the flat, and he's going to have more than enough for a first down. Nice little wrinkle in the Eagle offense, slipping out that fullback. So that's going to be a quick first down for Eagle Academy. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. So real quick in the chat, South Shore is not locked into the 5 seed. If Canarsie make the playoffs, Canarsie will be the 5 seed. Handoff to Joseph. Has a lane up the right sideline. Does he have the foot speed? He does not, but that's a great gain of about 20 yards all the way to the Utrecht 30-yard line. Great cut from Joseph. This is my first time, I'm pretty sure, seeing him this season. I'm sure he's gotten some run before. So they're actually at the 32-yard line. That's a great job from Joseph. Great vision and patience, and he bounced it out to the outside. So Eagle cooking with gas early in this game. 1st and 10. Already in Utrecht territory. And it's a reverse to Mr. Amadi Lowry, and he is in. Touchdown, Eagle Academy. That's a 32-yard reverse to Amadi. Great job from the Eagle Academy offense. A lot of creativity in the offense this week. And they score on their first drive. So scoring on their first drive hasn't been an issue for Eagle. They've been scoring on their first drive all season long. I guess the jury is still out. Eagle going for 2. To Virgil. Fighting off defenders. Is he in? Yes, he is. 2-point conversion is good. So our score is 8-0 Eagle Academy. My guy Nappy in the chat. Nappy, if you look at your name, you are a moderator. So use that power wisely in the chat. But really appreciate you, Nappy. You're always showing love. So wanted to put you as a moderator. So Mr. Folks getting ready to kick it off. Eagle with the early lead. Deep kick. It's fumbled, but it's picked up. That's a good tackle. Who's the number on that tackle? That looks like that is, yeah, that's number 5. That's Mr. Jaden Fortune on the tackle. Great tackle on there. So now it is Utrecht's turn. Let's see if they have an answer. And again, they have the leading rusher in the PSAL 4A, and Mr. Alcindor. Nappy. I appreciate you, Nappy. So for quarterback, at quarterback for Utrecht is Carmelo Marat. So the backfield is number 2, Carmelo, and number 1, Ishmael Alcindor. 2 receivers set. 1 wing back. Hands it off. You see the speed That's a great tackle from Mr. Pruden. Ishmael almost got to the outside. And you see the speed and the burst from Ishmael. That's a great job from the Eagle defense, keeping him contained. So that's going to be 2nd and about 8 for Utrecht. Ball is on the 36-yard line. So a different quarterback in, throws it to the outside, quick screen, makes a man miss, but he is tackled. Who's in there at quarterback? What number is that? That's a different quarterback. I can't see the number. That looks like number 9. So that's Joseph in at quarterback. Look at the throw. Throws it deep. Has a man. It's caught. That's number 11 on the catch. Wayne. That's Wayne on the catch. So I'm pretty sure Joseph is the original quarterback who was injured at the beginning of the year, but it looks like he's back. So we're having some issues with the second camera, so we might not be able to go to it. So I'll let you know what happens in the blind spot as Carmelo is back to his original position. Yes, Walter, it's a tough camera position that we're in. So I'll probably have to go quiet for a minute. I might have to look down to see if there's anything I can do with the side camera. So we might go dark for a minute with no vision, but I'll let you know. So Carmelo is back at quarterback. He runs, and that's a great job getting in the backfield. That's Spencer Ball on the tackle. Yes, I am on the roof of the school. So we're doing our best on the vision. So it's 3rd down, 3rd and 10. Ball's on the 30-yard line. Sends a man in motion. Right back to Mr. Wayne, and what a tackle from Jaden Fortune. 4th down, and they're going for it. So it's 4th down. They are going for it. Trips to the left, it looks like they're adjusting to. Look at the throw. Throws it to the right. It's caught, but it is short. So that's going to be Eagle Academy ball on the 25-yard line. So this whole game definitely flips on its head with Joseph in at quarterback. Only a sophomore. So that's Joseph Cangelosi. I'm going to give myself a second to try to pronounce that. So that's Joseph Cangelosi. And when I spoke to Coach a few weeks ago, he told me that Joseph was the planned starting quarterback, but he got hurt. So that's a good stand from the Eagle Academy defense. Now let's see if an offense can continue their flow. A tight bunch trips to the left. Brandon Treviso isolated on the right. Hands it off. Looks like a hold. It was not called. But Eagle won't be mad. I definitely saw a hold. But that was Jaleo Tang on the carry. That's going to be an Eagle Academy first down. And you see the pace to this Eagle Academy offense. Much more purpose tonight. As they got the ball, and they're on the ball already on the 40-yard line. Still in that bunch trips formation. Look at the throw, but he cannot escape. That is Mr. Wayne on the sack, one of the playmakers for Utrecht. So the Eagles pretty much back to the original line of scrimmage on the 30-yard line, but this time it's second and 20. First down is literally at midfield. Just a reminder, the clock on the field, on the scoreboard is not official, so we're doing our best with the clock. They flip the trips to the right. Ball's on the ground, flip it to Jaleo, cuts too far into the inside, and he is tackled by big number 77. Ange on the tackle. That's Ange Naonhu on the tackle. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. So it's a 3rd and long. For Eagle. Ball's on the 34, still in that bunch trips formation tonight. Brandon Treviso isolates left, too high safety. Looking to throw. Has the deep throw. And it is caught! Great execution from Eagle Academy. That's number 13, Sean Henry, on the catch. So you have the bunch trips. They send Sean on the corner route, and it's completed. 1st and 10 for Eagle Academy as they're now on the Utrecht 30-yard line. And they remain in the bunch trips. Quick throw to Brandon. It was there, but it's dropped. 2nd and 10. So what this bunch trips does, it's a really tough to defend against, because you see how much space Brandon Treviso has to work on that field side. And now that they're flipping the trips, it's a lot to work with. You know, if they run that corner route to Sean again, you know, you see how much space they have. So 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. That ball's on the ground, and no, they called it an incomplete pass, which is a lucky break for Eagle Academy. So they call that an incomplete pass. So it's a 3rd and 10. So Eagle has had good execution so far, but we've already seen the ball hit the ground twice. So Eagle Academy needs to clean up the exchange from center to quarterback. We've seen the ball hit the ground twice already. So it's a 3rd and 10 for Eagle Academy on the Utrecht 30-yard line. Bunch trips to the field side. Tosses it to Jaleo. Has blockers in front of him. Cuts inside. Cuts across the field. Touchdown, Eagle Academy. Jaleo Tang. And we're definitely going to cue up that replay as Jaleel Tang cuts across the field and scores Eagles' second touchdown of the day. And that is what Jaleel Tang can do. It's safe to say this is the best we've seen the Eagle Academy offense look all season long. We just got that replay queued up. Eagles trying to make it 16. Fakes it. And he's just going to run right into the end zone, but there is a flag on Amadi. It's going to be an unnecessary roughness on Amadi. That's number 1 on the right side. Nappy saying stay away from the I formation. Hey. That 2-point conversion was not good. It was not good. We have to. So there was a flag on the play, so we have to repeat it. So they're still going for the 2-point conversion. This is funny. This actually reminds me of the Port Richmond game a few years ago. Eagle, and I don't know if Karan Overbay is in the chat, but Karan Overbay, the same situation, Karan Overbay was able to convert the 2-point conversion on a flag route. Shout out to my guy Karan, man. Former Eagles in the chat. Let me know if you remember that play. It was Port Richmond, and you guys were playing at Curtis. Same exact situation in a corner out. Karan converted. And they can't advance. They can't advance it, so they should just blow the whistle. They need to slam anyone to the ground, but now there's another flag. So let's just go to the replay. Our score is going to be 14-0. So let's go to that play of Mr. Leo Tang, man. And nice lay design here. They crack back on the wide receiver, whatever you want to call it, flips it out to Leo, going left, cuts across the field, and look at all of the grass. Great block by the wide receiver. Touchdown, Eagle Academy. Now, I'm going to go quiet for a minute. I'm just going to run downstairs, try to get this side camera.
How much minutes? Like how much minutes? I can't even see the board. About 7 seconds.
right, let's try that again. So I have the right microphone this time, and if I sound a little out of breath, it's because I am. If you guys only understood what we have to do to put these games on, man. I'll do it behind the scenes one of these days. Yeah, we'll do it behind the scenes. So let's see. It is 4th down. So I missed a few plays, but we got the side camera working, so if it comes this way. Empty set. Throws it deep. It's a stop route. Up for a 1st down. Great job from Carmelo Morant. And you see, with Joseph in at quarterback, this team has way more synergy on offense. Carmelo is their best wide receiver, and Carmelo has been playing all season long. And Eagle Academy take the timeout. So yeah, this is a whole another dimension for the Eagle Academy, for Utrecht, now with their proper starting quarterback. That he said, I climbed the window to the roof. Yeah, it's tough, man. So I want to talk about Anthony's point about the PSAL in a second. Right now, the Utes having one of their best drives of the day, hands it off to Ishmael. Short game. So the next change of possession I'm going to talk about, well, I guess it's now. So that's the end of the first quarter, and our score is 14-0, Eagle Academy. So Annie D in the chat said the PSAL have to have the top 8 teams from this year in the 4A next year. The other teams cannot compete. So I disagree with this point. I think that the league is the best. This is the best setup for this league. You have to understand that there are a lot of teams in the PSAL. The PSAL is not just E Hall and Tottenville, right? When it used to be 3 divisions, it used to be the Cup division, the Bowl division, and the Championship division. And I'm going to go to Taylor. Correct me if I'm wrong. Were there what? There was like 30 teams in the Cup division? 18? So it was 18 in the Cup, and there was at least, what, 18 in the Bowl, and then 8 in the top division, right? So I don't like having that many teams in the lower division. Like I said, the PSAL is more than just E Hall, Tottenville, and Curtis. Having each division an even amount. So I think that having Fordens is perfect for the PSAL. And you see them on that way in all of the sports. And I think all of the sports are much more competitive. Now, some people talk about, there's been some blowout games. There are blowout games in every single league. Every single league has blowout games. There's 16 teams in this league. You're not going to have 16 teams competing for the championship. That's not how any sport works. As we're getting ready to go back to action. Flips it, and that's a great job. Eagle Academy getting into the backfield. That was number 10, Spencer Ball, for the tackle for loss. So, yeah, just to wrap up my point, having 16 teams, having a South Shore playing a mixed schedule, a Wagner playing a mixed schedule. Let's say Wagner and Newdorf, they got pretty unfortunate. They made the playoffs last year, but they weren't at the same level. But they still got some wins this year. They got a few wins. Like a Wagner and Newdorf. Port Richmond had a tough time, but got a few wins. So if you only have 8 teams, like let's say you only had 8 teams in the division, Newdorf is ending the season with 0 wins. As we go back to action, it's a flea flicker. And it, unfortunately, there is a little extracurriculars, but there seems to be a face mask. So as I'm talking, my color commentator for tonight is here. Greg, you got to wear color this time, man. You didn't wear color?
I'm ready.
Let's make sure. Producer Zoe, is Greg's levels coming in, Producer Zoe? Greg, say something?
Be here.
Guys, let us know how Greg sounds.
All right. On the way in, looking for parking, so it was 14-0. So you want to tell me how Eagles scored?
Yes. So Eagles scored on a reverse to Amadi Lowry. And they scored on a pretty spectacular run from Jaleel Tang. He gets the ball to the left, goes left, cuts all the way across field to the right to score.
Oh, nice. Sounds like blocking was doing a job.
Blocking's doing a job. The offense is much more creative this week. So it should be second down. Throws a slant. It's dropped.
Yeah, there's a little behind him right there. That's a dangerous pass. So way to get your receiver hurt.
And that is not good if that's number 5 for Utrecht. Elias Centron limping a bit. So, Greg, what's interesting in this matchup is Utrecht's starting quarterback from the beginning of the season, Joseph Cangelosi, is back. He's playing today. So you'll see number 9 in that quarterback. You see him, number 9, coming to the huddle right now. So it's like a whole new dynamic to the Utrecht offense that they haven't had all year long. As you can see, they're 5 wide right now. Well, excuse me, though. 4 wide right now, 10 in backfield. Third down here. No, it's 4th down, excuse me. And Eagle get the pressure into the backfield. That is
Jalen Fortune and Spencer Barr right there on a shared sack. And what you saw was the 2 defensive ends screaming off the edge with 0 protection for the quarterback. He dropped back and had no shot.
No, you have to give credit to the Eagle Academy defense, man, dialing up the blitz at the right time. Kind of a bold 4 wide and you dial up a blitz. You better get there.
I mean, is it bold? Because it's an obvious passing situation. It kind of gives me remnants of Steve Spagnuolo when he has those kind of hybrid linebacker DBs and, say, Nick Bolton, and all of a sudden he shoots through the gap.
No, I get you. But if you have a quarterback who can, I guess, quarterback's not running hot routes here, but because traditionally you see the blitz coming, you run the hot route where he's coming from.
But I think on that particular play, having both ends crash from each side is what changed the dynamic of that play.
So we're getting 1st and 10 for Eagle, and it's another reverse. This time, I'm pretty sure that's Travis Harris on it, and he's still on his feet, cutting across the field, up the sideline. Travis Harris showing why he is one of the top athletes in the division.
What a run. It seems like, even though I'm just getting here, just the feel from this Eagle team feels different.
Yeah, it's an injection of energy to the Eagle Academy offense, absolutely.
And look at this, running a hurry up.
Yeah, the pace is, off camera, we're going to talk. 1st and 10 for Eagle, hands it off to Joseph, bounces it outside, but that's a great job by the Utrecht defense.
Yeah, they strung that one out. They did not allow him to get even further outside and turn upfield. Good job by the front 7 right there.
Yes, that was Kenneth Shaw on the tackle. So it's the 2nd down. Eagle Academy is on the Utrecht 29-yard line, and I think they're getting a flag for 12 in the huddle.
Definitely, that's what it looks like. As you saw, looks like Virgil scurrying off last
No,
second.
no. It's actually a sideline warning.
There's a lot of those in PSAL.
It's too much, honestly. Relax. All right, so 2nd and 11 for Eagle Academy. Two to the left. Ball's on the ground again. Able to pick it up and can't complete the pass. Incomplete. That pass was intended to number 20, Tyler.
Now, the fact that the snap was fumbled, he was still able to gather it in one motion. Kind of looked like a shortstop right there.
Yeah,
gather in one motion. And I felt that was actually a solid pass given what happened prior.
But let me tell you, that's the 3rd fumbled snap from Eagle Academy today.
So, as you know, I teach these guys during the week. I give you a little insight. So, Cody uses his own ball. There's a wonder if maybe they have to go to a different ball with a little more grip. Who knows?
Yeah, so it's 3rd and 11 for Eagle Academy. Cody Williams, a low snap again, looking to throw. He's going to take it himself, and he goes nowhere.
I think that's a case where you keep your eyes downfield and let it fly. Get it to one of your playmakers and let them make a play.
Now, let me tell you something. I noticed the Eagle game. Nick Cyrus was pretty damn good at doing that last night.
I peeked in on that game. And I peeked in the first half when it was 34-6. So I said, let me take a look at the second half, and I saw a 50 apiece. And I'm just like, wow, that offense is hitting on all cylinders over there at South Shore.
And it's one of those things you kind of see. You just saw it coming. You saw what they were building towards every week, and you just see the pace of the offense, how much faster everything is going. And honestly, for Eagle Academy, you can say the same thing. The offense is really beginning to click. 4th down, 4 wide, Virgil in the backfield. Now, I can see a flag route to Amadi, but instead he runs the post, and he throws it, and it is intercepted.
So
the ball was overthrown. Not sure if you guys saw it in the camera, but it was intercepted by number 14, Isaiah Flores.
That was a great play on the ball by Flores, but I'm not sure who the intended receiver was there. I think it might have been Sean Henry. I think he had a chance at that ball. It was a 50-50 ball, and he didn't find it, which allowed the DB to get his head turned first and make the play on the ball. If Sean gets it, Sean is about 6'1", maybe 6'2". If he gets his head turned around and goes up for that ball and high points that ball, we might be talking about a touchdown instead of an interception.
We might be talking about a scholarship. Honestly, if he went and got that, we talking about a scholarship.
But the opportunity was there. I don't think it was that bad of a pass. I just think that's a case of the DB making a better play on the ball than the receiver.
And that's a great job. So Ishmael Alcindor coming into this week is the leading rusher in the PSAL 4A.
And how is he doing so far today? How's the Eagle defense?
No, Eagle has bottled them up. They've done a great job on defense. So I hope you guys don't mind the sniffles. There's no booth. There's no booth here, so we're out in the cold.
I made sure to come with my tights and my Under Armour, playing no games.
So second down for the Utes. Ball is on the 23-yard line. Empty backfield, one up back. Looking to throw. Pressure in the backfield, throws it. That should be intercepted, and it is. That's Travis Harris, and he's going all the way into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagle Academy.
Playmakers make plays, Dre. That's what that comes down to. He threw essentially what was a duck. I don't know if it was tipped at the line or not, but it clearly wasn't, it didn't have the trajectory it needed to hit its intended target. And I'm happy that the Eagle DBs did not fight over it and knock it down.
No, absolutely, absolutely. So touchdown, Eagle Academy, a pick six for Travis Harris. And Eagle are going for two. Currently our score is 20-0. Blitzing 2. Cody looking, throws it, and it is incomplete.
That was a good play right there by number 4, Amir, the junior. Positioned himself nicely in front of Virgil to prevent the two-point conversion from being completed.
Yes, so our score is 20-0, Eagle Academy.
So far, I've seen, maybe 5 to 7 minutes of play. And on the Eagle offense, I'm seeing a lot of rollouts from Cody, moving him outside the pocket, getting his feet going. And, it's a different look. The reverses.
No, yeah, so you can complete that. There's a difference in the offensive style tonight. And you see the focus is like, okay, we know Utrecht is going to overplay the run, and let's play off of that. And it's a masterful game plan and execution, more importantly, for Eagle Academy, as the execution has been a big problem tonight for this season. So Eagle actually has 10 people on the field, but 10 is all they need, so that's going to be tackled at the 45-yard line.
Good tackle by Tyler Hartridge.
Oh, yes, Nappy saying that the nose tackle definitely does need credit on that interception. That was Matthew Taylor, completely pushed the center into Joseph, which caused that throw. So good shout out from Nappy, because, yes, we got to give love to the men in the trenches.
Definitely. They're often overlooked.
So Utrecht in a bit of trouble, down 3 scores. Hands it off to Ishmael. Trying to break it to the outside, but that is good contain from Travis Harris.
Travis playing a hell of a game right now. Not allowing him to turn upfield.
And the thing is, I wonder if the plan was to play Travis so much on defense, but he's just stepped up so much for the Eagle Academy. Clearly their best MVP of the season.
I hate to sound like a broken record, but what? Playmakers do what?
Playmakers make plays,
exactly.
Man. And that's a loss of 5, so it's a 2nd and 15 from the 40-yard line now.
So, shout out Mason in the chat. He said South Shore isn't beating any top teams. Great season, though. Here's the thing. With an offense like that, you have a chance no matter who your opponent is. With the level of skill position plays they have and Cyrus at QB.
Yeah, absolutely. As there's a false start on the play, so could have dropped the Utes back 5. But keep going, Greg.
Yeah, so it's tough to just count them out, especially when it looks like they're hitting their stride at the right moment in the season offensively.
Yeah, I think that, honestly, how do I say it? I think I would like people to talk about sports a little better, meaning like, yes, they're not the favorites in any of the games. They're not going to be favored against any of the top 4.
Yeah.
But they have a chance. That's what being a dark horse means. You're not the favorites, but you've shown enough where you have a chance to win the race, let's say.
And to me, yesterday's game at JFK, it's always tough going into the Bronx to play.
Yes.
What they showed yesterday was not just a win; it was dominance.
And it wasn't just on offense. The defense. It was really the defense that had the real point to prove last night. But getting back to this game, 2 to the left, tight end to the right for Mr. Joseph. Looking to throws it quick to Carmelo. Tries to cut in the middle. He does, but there's a gang of Eagles to meet him.
And the difference between Eagle this week and last week, if that first guy misses, there's a gang of tacklers to make sure the ball carrier doesn't get that extra yardage.
Absolutely. So it's going to be a 3rd and long, a 3rd and 15 for the Utes. And it's just really unfortunate that you see the offense with Joseph in. And I think this might be your first time seeing the Utes. They're looking for their first.
Second time. I didn't see
it is your second time. Yes, but you see how different the offense looks with him in it.
There's way more dropbacks. I don't think they attempted a pass last time I was hit. Well, actually, no, they did pass the ball. actually down the field. I was confusing this for a different game. But they were definitely more run-centric.
So it was an empty backfield with the up back, 3 to the top of the screen. Looking, definitely was held. But Eagle do enough to corral him, and that was number 20 on the tackle, Tyler Hartridge.
And again, Jalen Fortune screaming off the edge.
Yes.
Right there. Definitely should have been a flag.
Yeah, you saw that, right? I don't know. But yeah, it's just like, to get back to the point, it's just unfortunate, Oh, and let me bring into this conversation too.
Okay.
So it was a good conversation brought up by Anthony D in the chat, saying that he believes that the top division should only be 8 teams.
Mm-hmm.
I said my point on it.
Okay.
Let me just hear your point, just hearing that.
Now, when you talk about 8 teams, I'm assuming you're talking about the Tottenvilles, the Curtises, E. Halls.
Correct.
I'm okay with that because, to me, after the 8, the drop-off is so large that there's nothing wrong making a 5A, and then you have the 4A team. Those top teams, you put them in a 5A division, and they duke it out all season. They play their non-league games or whatever.
But then what you have, you're saying you have 8 in the 4A division.
Yeah.
So this is why I don't like it, right? So first of all, you have those 7 and 8s, whoever the 7 and 8s are. Let's say it's Eagle and, I don't know, JFK. I don't know, right? JFK's had a good season this year, and it's mainly because they've played some of the weaker teams. They've lost to some of the big teams, but I feel like if it's only 8, we're still going to see the lopsided games. You know what I'm saying? And then we have more teams, probably not getting a win.
I disagree because if you have and the punt.
Is it going to be returned? Yes, it is, but for no gain.
A dangerous job fielding that right
there.
Yeah,
if you're going to return it. If you're gonna field it, then field it, my brother. But yeah, keep going.
We already see the lopsided victories. I don't think it would be more if you make the division more competitive.
But I feel like the division is competitive right now.
I think it's competitive at the top.
No, throughout. Why do you say only at the top?
What did Eagle?
Hold on. What's your definition of competitive? You're talking about winning. Who can win the championship?
No. I'm talking about competitive football games, not lopsided blowouts. Competitive football games where it may come down to a 1 or 2 possession game late in the game.
Well, Tottenville beat the doors off of Lincoln this year by like 2-3 touchdowns.
There's always good. There's always an outlier to everything. Yes, I understand that.
All right,
but general rule of thumb is those games are generally more competitive, like a Lincoln and Canarsie.
Yes. All right, we're gonna talk about this. We're probably gonna talk about this on the podcast on Monday with the game. So
I might have to make an appearance.
It's a 1st and 10. Another low snap is handed off. Still on his feet. That's a great job from the Utes. And the one thing when I spoke with Coach right before this game, he was saying, listen, this group, I know we haven't won a game, but this group is together and they're playing for each other.
And so real quick with that, I know Eagles up 20-0, but it's not the time to take your foot off the gas.
Absolutely not.
Right? You still want to try to move the ball down the field.
I agree. So it's going to be a 2nd and 11. Looks like the ball is on about the 14-yard line, let's call it. Cody drops back, breaks out, throws it to Sean, and it's going to be it should be incomplete. They ruled that a catch.
I don't know. He made a football move. He turned upfield, and he just lost the ball. I don't know. The ball might be a topic of conversation again in class on Monday.
That's a little sketch to me.
I don't think so.
That's an incomplete pass.
He caught the ball in stride and turned upfield with 2 steps. Looks like a fumble to me.
Guys in the chat, was that a fumble? We're not going to do a poll.
Thank you, producer Zoe. So, love the activity in the chat. Just want to shout out my guy, Ray Jarvis.
Ray's in the chat?
Yeah,
that's Jarv. Oh.
Yeah,
let me make him a mod. I didn't realize that was Ray.
Yeah, he said the overhead camera angle. I love the overhead camera angle, except the fact that it drops about 10 degrees once we're up here.
No, that's a fact. Yeah, Ray, I'm gonna make you a mod in the.
And also,
so can you make Ray a moderator? He's Jarv.
For Ray, this is the most competitive in a while. I mean, there's definitely an argument for that as well. Curtis beating E-Hall, E-Hall beating Tonville.
I think the league is – because, again, also they are calling it a fumble now. So it was a fumble and recovered by Utrecht.
So what that tells me is, Dre, you might need to see an optometrist.
Listen. He caught the ball, tucked it, and they popped it out, in my opinion.
No.
You see, look at Steph. Steph is saying, see, she's agreeing with me.
No, she's – what? You agree? See, everybody agrees with me, Dre.
All right. I'm gonna watch that back. I'm gonna watch that back right now.
First of all, that was a great pass by Cody. Hit him in stride. He turned upfield.
Barely. Greg, how many steps did he take here?
As we watch this replay.
Sorry, you guys don't have it.
1, 2, turn.
That ball was out before he turned.
Nope.
All right, so regardless, doesn't matter what I think. It matters what the refs think, and it was a fumble. It's going to be a big break for the Utes. Not sure how much time is left because, of course, the clock on the screen is not official, but it should be close to the end of the second quarter here. And the Utes are in business. First time in Eagle Academy territory. Hands it off to Ishmael. Has his best run of the day as he gains about 5 to 6.
Hit hard, too. Who's that on the tackle?
He made a football move. Talk about Des Bryant. I don't want to bring that up.
I mean, this is probably clearer than Des Bryant, though.
No, that's fair. I'll give you that. All right, so another handoff to Ishmael, but this time that looked like it was Spencer. No, that was Beatty Joyce on it, but there is a flag.
Why?
A little bit of extracurricular.
Why does the ref throw the flag so high in the air?
He want to let us know. He wants to let us know there is an injured player. I think he's okay.
I do love the way the Eagle defense is flying around the ball.
Yeah, I think, Eagle had a real look in the mirror after last week.
They didn't have a choice.
I mean, you always have a choice. You can lay down. You can lay down. Oh, you can pack it. I've seen some teams mail it in before, Craig.
Jarv in the chat said Des didn't catch it either.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
But you understand that changed the course of history, right? Did the Packers win that year?
I can't even remember.
Right? But that might have been. That might have been. All right, let's not talk about NFL.
I will say this though, I don't know if there were any fumbles prior to me getting here on Eagles' side.
Well, they fumbled it, but they didn't recover.
So that's how many? 1 or 2?
That's 4 fumbles on the day.
On the day today?
They fumbled it, but Eagle recovered.
So that's 8 fumbles, with I think 5 lost in the last 2 games. That is not a recipe to win games.
No, absolutely not. Eagle Academy is looking to get into that playoffs, one of the last seeds. It's getting colder, man. You got to put them gloves on, the hand warmers, whatever you need.
Yeah, Jarv, they do look like a different team, kind of similar to what, Dre said. It's like they took a look in the mirror.
Yeah, but it's not only, how do I say it? Like they played hard last week, right? They were swarming to the ball. I think that, South Shore just have better athletes in tight spaces, I'm talking about the defense.
Mm-hmm.
But, you can see, the offense really looked themselves in the mirror. I think the whole coaching staff, I think the whole Eagle Academy family really looked in the mirror and said, we have 2 games. We win these 2 games. We're in the playoffs for the first time in the top division. So, shout out to Coach Jones really rallying everyone together.
And Nappy got a point. Eating wings on my 50 would inspire me also. That is probably one of the most ridiculous things I've seen at any level of football in my life.
Can we call this Wingstop Gate? Is that the name of the Wingstop Gate? Listen, these fools try to tell me that there's no robbery. They argue with me all week on social media.
There's context to that, though. There's context.
That's called gaslighting.
There's context to it. It's a school rivalry, but it's not a football rivalry. You can't have a rivalry and you've never played against a team.
Listen.
How does that work?
Eagle Jefferson, Eagle South Shore Jefferson can play each other hopscotch, and it is a rivalry, man. It's about the schools, man. You think Michigan, Ohio State care what sport they playing?
So you about to give me schools that have 100 years of history?
There's multiple things for history is a large piece of the pie of what a rivalry is. But there's so much other stuff that makes a rivalry, man. I mean, Ohio State got a rivalry with Illinois. Like, why?
No, they don't. Cut it
on
out.
NCAA,
Stop.
they do.
Cut it out.
On NCAA,
Stop
they
it.
do.
There's no.
As a great job. That
You know
looks
what?
like.
I'm not even going to
looks like
dignify that with a
fortune.
response, Dre.
Hold on. That looks like fortune in on the sack. Okay. Hold on a minute, Mr. Polius. I went from Vanderbilt to Ohio State, transferred, won the Natty, all right? So I know that there was a rivalry. Throws it, and it's incomplete. So I know that there is a rivalry between Ohio State and Illinois for whatever reason.
You might be the only one that knows this.
It's hilarious because the commentators are like, well, Illinois has struggled a lot in this rivalry. Haven't won in like 20 years.
Exactly. That doesn't make it a rivalry. It's just one-sided.
Just because it's not back and forth doesn't mean it's not a rivalry.
Rivalries are competitive.
Yo, Ohio State beat Michigan like 12 years in a row.
But the games were competitive. So going back to the field of play, that's the second time inside their 10 where he's trying to throw a slant route and he's misfired. If he keeps misfiring like that, watch out for a potential pick in the end zone.
So, I'm sorry, can't see the down. It looks like it's third down, third and goal for the Utes. Looking to throw a lot of pressure, and it's incomplete.
Wow. That's Spencer and Jalen again screaming off the edge. And I wish I could replay what the tackles are doing on the outside.
Yeah, I think Eagle must be bringing – they must be bringing maybe 4 on the inside, so they're occupied.
But if you look – both sides are free.
Oh, because you're coming from both sides. I don't know. Maybe they're bringing 6. I'm not sure. But shout out to Jaheim Dockery. He was the player of the game in the Eagle Academy South Shore game. So shout out to Mr. Dockery. He had a good game last night, too. I mean, that whole South Shore defense stepped up huge. So, again, fourth down, empty backfield with the up back. Looking right, throws right. It is intercepted. It looked like that was, yes, that's number 11, Beatty Joint on the interception.
I don't want to say I was on my Tony Romo or whatnot, but, I mean, I did just call that like 3 plays ago.
Listen, man, that's why you up here, man. That's why you up here. So that's a great hands from the linebacker as well.
And he's only a sophomore. Love his size.
Yeah, man, we're really hoping that, Eagle Academy is definitely hoping that Beatty Joy can be, future captain, future, blue chip player for the program. And, he has a great freshman year on the JV. He's really been active on the varsity as well. And the sky's the limit for Mr. Joy.
I think he's one of those Mo Better guys, too.
Absolutely he is. It looks like Eagle will just take a knee. So we will go. Please, nothing stupid, guys. Okay. We will go into the half of our score 20-0 Eagle Academy. So this is Andre Johnson and Mr. Greg Polius on the call. We will see you guys in about 15 minutes. All right, so we're back for second half action at Utrecht High School Field. Our score is 20-0 Eagle Academy. This is Andre Johnson on the call with my guy, Greg Polius. We were just talking like we haven't been on the mic for a little minute, man.
It's been a minute. I can't remember the last game we did together. Football game, that
It must have been, no, football's a long time.
Yeah.
It had to have been basketball. You were doing a lot of baseball last year.
I missed out on the one baseball game I really wanted to call. Could have called that championship game. then we wouldn't have heard that the bunt going foul was out of bounds.
Oh, you're not going to let me live that down, huh?
Never.
As Utrecht comes out with quite a bit of energy. Nice return across the 40-yard line. So the key, as I'm looking for it's right here. So I guess I'll give the synopsis. I saw the whole first half. So Eagle Academy, an injection of energy in that half. Much better offensive execution. So to start off, the scoring was Amadi Laurie. And then the second score was Jaleel Tang of Spectacular cutting across the field to score. And then the third score was a Travis Harris pick six. But now, great stop from the Eagle Academy defense as Ishmael is not able to bounce it outside.
Spencer Ball has been everywhere on this field. Oh, and just to go back in the first half, I know we were talking about the end screaming off the edge, but those were Spencer and Jalen are actually outside linebackers who are just doing a great job of playing downhill in this game.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about today, man. You know, you can see that, great play from Matthew Taylor. I feel like I'm a broken record saying that. Matthew Taylor, number 52, is an absolute wreaking havoc in the middle of that defense. And it's really, they got to start double-teaming him. But if you double-team, maybe we could see another blitz coming. But, yeah, Eagles coming off the edge, screaming off the edge. So it's a trips to the left, empty backfield. Carmelo looking to throw, throws it. And that's a great defense by Shiloh. I know he wishes that he caught it, but that was great defense.
If he caught that, that was another pick six.
Absolutely. So it's going to be 3rd and 10. Ball is on the 44-yard line, let's call it. Hopefully everybody is migrating back into the chat.
Eagle defense doing a great job in keeping the Utes in 3rd and 4th and long.
Absolutely.
Which is a great recipe for success.
So it's kind of interesting because, Joseph Cangelosi, it seems like he's kind of half ready to go, but not completely. As Carmelo is in at quarterback, looks left, he's going to take off running, has a lot of green in front of him. Big hit. Travis Harris is not a player who shies away from a tackle, and you see it there.
It looks like there's a flag for some extracurriculars. I don't know if they're going to get them for unsportsmanlike. I don't know. Face mask, maybe?
We're waiting on the call.
Oh, well, it looks like they're backing up.
So, yes, that call is on
Probably
the
a hold
Utes.
there.
I'm not sure if is that a first down? Was that after the play? Was that after the play? Is that enough for a first down?
It looks like they're going to replay 3rd down.
So it must have been a
hold.
A hold then. So
yeah,
late
flag.
The flag was
when he took over on the outside.
Okay. So a big break for the Eagle Academy defense. It's 4th down.
Oh, they changed it. Interesting.
It says it's 4th down, right? What could have that call been then?
Do you guys just shout out to our coaches, their eye in the sky?
15.
They know what the call was.
What's that? Unless they're saying they were a yard short and it's a 15 yards after the play. That must have been it.
Yeah.
They were a yard short and it was 15 yards after the play. So that's going to be a timeout, New Utrecht.
Now, you're down 20-0. You're the coach of the Utes. Do you kick it away or do you try to go for it and risk the flip of Eagle being in plus territory?
I kick it. In all due respect, that's how games get out of hand when you You start just continue to make the proper play. It doesn't matter what the score is, right? Continue to make the proper call. Kick it away, play defense, get it back. Because if you, we're down 20, we need to convert a 4th and 15, it's not the right football call,
4th and 1 is a lot different than 4th and 15, especially the way this Eagle defense has been playing tonight.
Yeah, and in a really, really great play by Shiloh, number 85, on the pass fence. And like I said, Travis is a player that's never shied away from a hit. And, that 1 yard that Travis saved essentially saved that from being a first down because it was after the play. So it looks like the Utes are heeding what I said, that there is a flag. It's kicked right. No, it will not be fielded by Travis, but it looks like they will reset. May have to re-kick that.
Took a new Utrecht bounce and let's see.
Yeah, it looks like it's a false start on Utrecht. So I think they have to re-kick it.
Or they may just assess it after the play and just give them the 5 yards or 10 yards or whatever. I believe it's 5 yards. False start. That's what it seems like they're going to do.
So the Eagle offense is coming back onto the field. And don't let the line fool you. Utrecht is a pretty tough place, especially for Eagle Academy to play. They've lost 2 games, 2 years in a row on this field. So Eagle being up 20-0 is great for Eagle. So they are going to re-kick it, it seems like.
Okay. So it looked like one ref was ready to set the ball. The other ref was saying re-kick.
Hey. The important thing is they're on the same page now, Greg. They're on the same page now.
Last broadcast I did with Jarv, I was asking him I wonder if the football refs do like the PSAL basketball refs to go back and listen to our commentary.
For you guys that don't know, so we're doing a bunch of games for the PSAL. It was the city championship series or whatever. And the refs, they came up to us like, after every game, we always go back and listen to you guys and review our tape. And I was like, man, as there's a flag on the, I love Matthew, though. Matthew's still blocking the. It seems like another false start on the Utes. But, yeah, the refs, they review the tape. I respect that a lot.
Yeah. I know one of them called me out because I was talking hot about the refs. He was like, nah, but you helped me to go back and correct some things. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, whatever works.
Hey, we need the refs, man. Don't discourage the refs. Be nice to them. All right, so third time's the charm. Hopefully we get this punt off this time.
I mean, it's going to be in Eagles' favor because you see Travis is already looking to field a punt.
Almost blocked.
Ahead of the 50.
Right to Travis.
Right in his chest.
Has some room to the outside. Can he come back in? No, he doesn't have to, as he just goes right up the right sideline. Touchdown, Eagle Academy.
And he's going to get a flag for excessive celebration. At this point, I don't think he cares. So with that line drive punt, that is the drawback to not put in any air under your punt. It doesn't allow your gunners to get down there, and it gave Travis a clear lane to the outside. And he is just off to the races once he got outside the numbers.
That was a great, and it was funny because I was kind of waiting to call that because I'm watching her. I'm like, okay, is he gonna cut back inside? He's like, bro, I got the foot speed, baby. I got the foot speed.
And he had the block, the perfect block to just clear him his path. He was good.
Now, I think the Eagles need to clean up, though, I will say. Great night for Eagle Academy so far. I know that, they're feeling good. They want to stay aggressive. But this is like the third long play I've seen an over-excessive hit, like completely unnecessary. I think they hit big number 77 pretty hard there. So,
wait, Eagle?
Yep. I'll show you it. Look you see at the end there? So I'm showing Mr. Bolius the replay. We will show you guys the replay after. Look right here. You don't need to do that.
I mean, it wasn't a block in the back. I'm okay with it. If it was a block in the back and the play gets called back, that's different. But he made sure he actually went in front of him to not allow him to get the angle on him.
But But the question is why? What did it add?
What do you
to
mean?
it?
What did it add? It freed him up.
Freed him up. He was gone.
That's not a guarantee. You don't know that.
All right, Greg. And the kick is good. The kick is good. That is Aiden Rivera on the extra point, and they celebrated like they scored a touchdown. And Eagle Academy go up 27-0. Now, here is the question. In week 7, if we knew Aiden could kick, why has he not been doing it all year long? Hey, you know what?
Yeah, Nappy.
They coach and I watch.
It was a clean football day. I don't know what Dre is here talking about. It was unnecessary. That's football right there.
Yeah, it's clean, right? And I understand you're trying to send the but
I don't risk
versus a reward. What did you gain versus what did you risk on
a touchdown?
Greg, he was going to score. Why Greg argue with me? Why did you come on here to commentate? Wait, you're to commentate to argue with me. That is the question.
I'm just saying. I don't know, Dre. I might have to refer you to my optometrist later.
All right. You can use it one more time, Greg. As Eagle are kicking their own 25-yard line after the excessive celebration. So here's my question. Are they allowed to dance in the end zone or are they not to dance in the end zone? like I'm confused.
And ironically enough, it's from that South Shore game too.
I don't understand. They kick it from the 25-yard line, and it's a pretty good kick. If it takes a bounce, I saw it. Oh, that was a good job. Almost playing shortstop there. We'll love that reference. And he gets to the outside. Doesn't have the foot speed, but that's a great job from the Utes getting to the outside there. On the return, I'm trying to see the number. Unfortunately, here he comes. That's number, it looks like number 15.
Isaac Simpson.
No. On the Ute side. Yes. That was number 15, Kenneth Shaw, the sophomore. So this team was full of sophomores. So I've said already, I know they had a really tough season. And, we'll see what happens. I know there's some teams knocking on the door to come up. But I would like to see the Utes stay up in the 4A, especially with such a young team.
Definitely. And, the game isn't super competitive right now. I'm sure there are games that they've played in that have been more competitive.
Oh, yeah. They played in quite a few one-score games this year. So here go Carmelo. Fakes it, and he takes it.
Good job by Virgil getting penetration inside into the backfield.
Yeah, I was a little nervous with Virgil there. He kind of got upended there.
He's a big ticket.
So that's going to be 2nd and 10. Looks like a no gain to Morant.
Shout out my formative Marcus McNeil Strong asking, can he call a stream for Eagle? Yeah. You could, but you can't call a game.
Crushing a young man's. Yo, he said, hold up. Let me go get Greg, actually. That's what he was really saying. I need to get Greg up off the commentary. Yep. As Carmelo throws it deep. Has a man. Oh, but it was underthrown. That was intended for number 4, Amir. And he had him on it looked like a wheel route of some sort.
I forgot what commentator I was watching maybe 10, 15 years ago on Jet Game. And he said the easiest way for a coach to know when his head is when he sees the receiver's eyes light up or look. Because Shiloh didn't get his head turned around.
Yeah.
If that was a catchable ball, it's possible PI might have been in play.
Yeah,
corners have to get their heads turned around.
Yeah, but Amir had a step. Regardless, he had a step on him.
Yeah, I was going by the ball being underthrown.
Yes. Carmelo looking left, throws left, and it's short. And it was probably good that it was short because it could have been intercepted.
It looks like they weren't on the same page right there.
So it's going to be 4th and 10.
Some defensive substitutions right there for Eagle. That's number 32, Prudent coming in for Jerry Jones Jr.
Yellow one. Tell everybody to back up. Yellow one. Back up.
So it's 4th and 10 here. Carmelo with 3 to his left now with the trips. Melo looking right, throws right, and it is caught. Does he have enough? What's the spot? And no, he does not have enough. So that's going to be a turnover. But that was a great 10-yard out route.
But you want to know why it wasn't successful? The closing speed of Travis Harris to recognize the play, get in there, and not allow the receiver to turn upfield and get the first down.
Trying to see the number so I can credit the person on the catch. There you go. So that was number 3, Max Szymanski on the catch. And Max had a big game against Newdorp in the game of the week.
Yes.
Over 100 yards
That's
receiving.
the game I called.
Yes. And that was a really nice route. Square out. Max is a junior, so we're going to see him next year. So Eagle Academy back into tight trips. I mean, it's almost like the 3 of them almost count as one tight end, right? Low snap again. Throws the slant, and it's incomplete.
Hey, in a face mask, it looked like. That ball was on time.
So it's incomplete.
Pass intended for Brandon Treviso.
So it's going to be a 2nd and 10.
Cody coming in with the play call. Interesting. Usually the quarterback takes the knee. Kind of like that. Or maybe they're just saying Cody's a little short on the shorter side.
So, again, the bunch trips, you got to look out for Sean Henry on the flag route. Look how much field he has. Looking to throw. Cody rolls out. He's going to take it. He's tucking it. And if he broke a tackle, it might have been 6. But good gain regardless for Mr. Williams as he has enough for a first down.
I'll say this. I believe Cody is deceptively quick.
I agree.
You don't look at him as this burner, dual-threat quarterback, but he has the ability to take off and do that, and move the chains in a positive direction.
So 1st and 10, ball's on the 45-yard line. Joseph in the backfield with Mr. Williams. Fakes it, and that's a great job. That's number 71, Christian Malik. If you can't, and they always teach you at defensive lineman, if you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up.
Get your hands up. And Cody kind of going with the Stafford-like sidearm delivery there. I'm kind of wondering if he goes over the top of him, does that get batted down?
So you just see the of the Eagle offense as they're already on the ball. Another low snap, tosses it out to Joseph, has men in front of him. So that's interesting. They had men in front of him, but the men ran past all the people in green shirts.
But enough for a first down right there. And Joseph Prudent coming on late as a viable option
I'm liking
in this
it.
Eagle backfield.
Yeah, Joseph has really been playing great today. Seems like they're saving Virgil a bit for defense. As they flip the trips, you have a bunch of trips to the field side. Treviso isolated on the boundary. Tosses it again. Has a lot of room, but can't get past the pack of Utes.
That was big. Number 76, Luis Teneo, out, ready to block. And, I think if Joseph follows him, he's in for 6.
Yeah, it seemed interesting. I was kind of waiting for him to bounce it back, but maybe he didn't think he had the foot speed or something.
If he kept going outside, he had his lineman right in front of him.
Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to Luis Teneo. I really thought he's only a sophomore has been doing great on both sides of the ball this year.
Also my starting catcher on baseball.
Oh, okay. Gets a quick screen wrap pass to Travis. Breaks 3, still on his feet. And gets down to the 20-yard line. You see, gonna call him Weapon X, Travis Harris.
Just the shiftiness. The most impressive part of that is there were multiple times on that play where he stopped his momentum completely and changed direction.
Yeah, and the thing about it for, young athletes coming up, I feel like they focus so much on how fast you can run in a straight line. That horizontal speed, the stopping and going is damn near more important,
The
honestly.
agility. Because
So
everybody's going to have downhill speed at the next level.
Absolutely. So 1st and 10. Cody pulls it, throws it, but it's low. It's skipped. Yes, it's skipped. Intended for Brandon.
I love the play call. I think Cody just has to put a better ball, put it in his chest, and that's a completion because Brandon kind of posted up the defender right there where he didn't allow him space to get over to his back.
Yes, and Brandon is a great route runner, and I love that even with the drops, the offense is still going to him. Give him some confidence because next week it's do or die damn near for the playoffs. So Eagle definitely want to be firing on all cylinders as we have a 2nd and 10.
And this is great pace, but it's also a sustained drive, which is important.
Hands it off to Mr. Pruden.
Oh, I think if he cuts that back inside, there was nothing but greenery in front of him. Oh.
Little scuffle. Hopefully we take the camera off of it. Take the camera off of it, please. Is off of them? Where's the camera? It's off of them, right? Okay.
Got to be able to keep your composure, especially when you're up big.
So a little bit of extracurriculars. We're just trying to get everybody under control.
This is going to be like one of those plays where it's a personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct on everybody.
Yeah, so that was unfortunate. You saw two players get kind of tied up there. But you really want to see, you have to go defend your teammate, but, you want to keep it under control. It looked like it looked like both teams were honestly trying to break it up. Obviously, there's a little internal scuffle. But we will get that rectified as both teams are talking in the middle. Both coaches. Cooler heads have prevailed.
What down is it? I lost track of the down.
I think it's 3rd down.
But back on that play, Joseph had daylight. I mean, right in the middle. It looked like the center and the guards just cleared an immense path.
Yeah, I'm watching
him.
it back now. But there was he might have saw the backside. So we're looking at the previous play, guys. You see, I know what you're saying. So we're just watching the previous play as we have some time. So he might have saw him.
Yeah, but I think with foot speed, it's possible, you get more positive yardage than running into a gang of tacklers.
Yeah, and regardless, the play was definitely the hole. The hole was huge. So yes, cooler heads have seemed to prevail.
It's a good job by Coach Jones right there, gathering troops, kind of recentering them. It's funny in the lunchroom when I went in to check in and see, like how Eagles' demeanor was as a team. One of the biggest things Coach Jones was preaching was keeping their composure, whether up big or down big. You have to keep your composure.
Absolutely. So it looks like that is the end of the quarter. So our score is 27-0. We're going to run some ads real quick. So just a reminder, this live stream is brought to you by Sage Media Solutions. So of course we brought you the game of the week last night. We're bringing you Eagle versus Utrecht today, and make sure you guys stay tuned in. I have to post about this on Instagram. Tomorrow it will be a 2A showcase, a part of the Game of the Week series. It will be Sheep's Head versus Eagle 3, better known as Eagle Queens. Two undefeateds going up against each other. Really excited for that matchup. I will definitely post that just right after this game. And, of course, just a reminder, of course, Monday, you know where to be. 7:15, New York Football Talk. Andre, myself, with Coach Mack from Move the Chains, and, of course, with Mr. Jared Valuzzi from Uzi Sports. Yes, we have quite a bit to talk about, and everybody is very excited. No, Nicholas, that is not JV. That is varsity. Two undefeateds in the 2A tomorrow.
Would it surprise if I told you I had Eagle Queens tied?
No. Excited for that game, so we're trying to figure out what's going on.
A little bit of a conversation between the Utes head coach and the refs.
Sorry for, I mean, it's not our fault, but sorry for the huge delay in this game.
It seems like every game I do, there's one of these, though. Not talking about
They've been better. You know what's been better this year with the fights?
No, I think the delays have gotten worse.
Oh, the delays. Yeah.
I feel like these refs, they take a coffee break, sit down with some teas and crumpets while they decide what's happening. As the Eagle offense comes back out.
So we're on camera 2. All right. So let's get our bearings again. So it's second down for the Eagle offense. Ball is on the 14-yard line for Eagle. And Daniel Johnson, number 18, is in at quarterback. Low snap. Daniel looking to throw. Throws it in the middle of the field, and it should have been caught. Hit number 14 right in the numbers, but it is incomplete. Daniel Johnson, great accuracy on the slant.
You know what I loved about that? He's a speed.
Yeah. So it's going to be third down. Third down for the Eagle offense with Mr. Daniel Johnson in. Daniel, a young junior.
No Travis on the field.
Fakes the handoff, throws the slant again, and this time it's caught by number 14. But he is right out of the end zone. Great job from the Ute defense.
Now it's going to be first to go. They move the chain.
Coach, can we get who's number 14? So number 14 is Jamel Reed on the catch.
And there's that pace of that Eagle offense that we were talking about.
Daniel Johnson leading Eagle Academy right now.
And he gets them a jump with the hard count.
So that's going to be half the distance to the goal. So you see the Eagles' second string in the game now. Love to see them getting some run. Nappy saying we got to bring Mac some Wingstop. They've been killing Mac on the internet for all weekend, man.
Why? What
Hands it off. And it looks like he will walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagle Academy, number 32, Joseph Pruden.
Eagle putting on an immense offensive display here in this game against the Utes. What did Mac say?
Yeah, they just clowning Mac. All Mac said was JFK South Shore is going to be a close game. And they acted like he said something outlandish.
Nah, you know what it is? I don't think it's that they act like he said something outlandish. It's just that his take was so far from what actually happened.
Oh, my God. So are we going to sit here and play Monday morning quarterback?
I mean, that's what we do. I mean, aren't you on Monday, technically speaking?
Actually,
I'm just saying.
In a way, yeah, a little bit.
No.
Actually, no. I'm going to defend myself right after this play. Daniel looking to convert the 2-point conversion. Hands it off, and he just walks into the end zone. That was number 48. We don't have Tristan. So that's Tristan walking into the end zone. So our scorekeeper, what's the score? Our score is 35-0. Eagle Academy, again, with the offensive clinic. So to answer your question, or to combat your statement, am I playing Monday morning quarterback? I am, but I'm playing it based off of data. I am not just coming on here and saying, oh, you picked the game wrong, so let me come and tell you why I was so right and how I knew it the whole time. We are analyzing what happened, and then we're talking about the upcoming games, what we think is going to happen.
While I appreciate how well you articulated your response, do you want to know what the most important part of what you just said?
Let me hear it.
You said, am I playing Monday morning quarterback? Well, I am. Boom. Stop. Full stop.
No. Listen. Yes. No. Listen, I will always hold my L. Yes, it is my job to play Monday morning quarterback. But there's levels to it. I'm not just running, I told you South Shore would score 48 points. I knew it the whole time.
Anybody thought South should put up
are you sure, Greg? Because everyone grabbed me and everyone's telling Mac, we knew that they would score 48 points. We knew that.
They almost put up a 60 piece. And shout out to Dave QB1 in the chat, said his boy 18 got it. I mean, that was impressive in the red zone there.
Yeah, no, that was. And Nick Cyrus threw for over 400 yards yesterday, apparently.
That's like stuff like that doesn't happen in New York football.
Yeah, no. Well, I don't know. Them boys at Iona. Them boys at Iona prep.
Yeah, New York City football. Let me be specific.
So Eagle.
I mean, he's going to be approaching 30 touchdowns, I believe.
I got to double check that. And the ball is on the ground. And the Utes will take the ball. Can you get out of there? Can you tell Fortune to – excuse me. Why are you sitting there talking to people, man?
Can we get Fortune. Tell Fortune.
So, excuse me. So, 35 – so, excuse me. 1st and 10, ball's on the 35-yard line.
As always, we appreciate those of you, those 100-plus viewers tuning in to watching the live stream. Dre, you really did something for the city that a space was missing. And I appreciate you for giving me the opportunity, but I think most of all, these coaches and these high school players appreciate the ability to get to see themselves on stream every weekend.
Absolutely. And Carmelo has a big lane. Dang, he trucked that boy. Carmelo with a huge lane up the right side. Great gain, one of the Utes' biggest gains of the day.
I have to fan out real quick.
That was a big hit.
It was a big hit. You don't see your quarterback lowering the shoulder like that.
Yeah, like I said, for the Utes, this team, they're lacking a win. But you see the team, like, this is their best athlete playing quarterback here. Eagle Academy defense doing a great job corralling. But he's supposed to be on the outside playing wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? It's just unfortunate. They've had 2 very close losses this year. So, like I said, I would really love to see the Utes remain in the 4A. But to what you were saying, I appreciate it. And, I've been working, it also me working with Eagle Academy back in 2016, just taking the stats. And, I was, looking at the outlook of everything as they hand it off to Ishmael. Has a lane. And that's a great tackle by number 32, doing it on offense and defense. Joseph Prudence scored a touchdown. But, yeah, it all started with, just taking the stats for Eagle and evaluating, what I was seeing across New York City football and seeing the void that was there. And, fortunately I was able to, what's it called, pull yourself up by your own bootstraps and no funding or anything like that. Buy all equipment, hire the right people. Shout out to Mr. Polius, Zoe, and everybody. Come on, man.
Utrecht moving the ball well on this drive.
So yeah, I appreciate everybody in the chat, and the support for Sage Media has just been tremendous. And if I beat my chest a little bit, I don't post the numbers because I don't want to discourage anybody.
Oh, definitely.
So keeping it on the ground, Carmelo bounces it outside, tries to cut it back in, met by Eagle defender. Trying to see the number on that. Can't see the number.
Looks like Shiloh. Yeah.
So that was number 5. Great job by Shiloh on the tackle. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Utes. The Utes still have their first unit in the game.
Let's see if the Utes are able to punch this one in. Last time they were in the red zone, they had issues in terms of turning the ball over. So we got to see if they're going to keep it on the ground or go back to the air. If I were them, I would keep it on the ground.
Melo takes it on the QB power again. And the ball's on the ground, but it is recovered by the Utes. Great strip. Didn't see one that strip.
Yeah. Looked like it almost ripped his arm off with that one.
Going to be 2nd and long for the Utes.
And this is a case where early in the first half or late in the first half where they were sending out backers, you might want to have deep contain and pinch a little bit because Carmel dropping back and then taking the ball up the gut.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. The Utes probably would look back if they ran the power a little earlier. At the ball out to Mr. Alcindor, has the edge, and he has the end zone. Touchdown, Utes. As there will not be a donut on senior night.
And they had opportunities to get him, to string him out, but they allowed it. They didn't keep contained. They allowed him to get outside the numbers, and it was a foot race. There's a reason he's one of the leaders in the league.
No, absolutely, man. You see Ishmael. You see the burst of speed he has. Ishmael is only near, so he will be back. And so Ishmael will be coming back. Joseph Kangelowski will be coming back. And Max Szymanski will be coming back as well. Some of the top players for the Utes. So definitely going to look out for them to see how much they improve as they're going for 2.
Good job by the Eagle defense
and
right there.
They're short.
And just go back to your benches, gentlemen.
So our score is 35-6. Go ahead, Greg.
Okay, that was a 4-minute warning. Thank you, producers.
So we could talk about next week, I think, for Eagle Academy now. Next week is damn near do or die. Gotta win that game to get to the playoffs. Someone correct me in the chat. Yes, so McKee was able to beat Midwood. So McKee is on 3. I think McKee, someone in the chat correct me. I think McKee should be on 3 wins now. Eagle Academy is on 4.
And it's top 6?
No, it's top 8.
Top 8. Do the top two seeds get a bye?
No, I don't think they will this year.
I think they should. You should earn something for being the top 2 seeds.
Oh, so you say 10 get into the playoffs?
No. Top 8. And then the first 2 seeds get a bye.
Wait, what?
Then,
So the first 2 seeds are automatically in the semifinal? Win one game to get the chip?
why not? It should count for being the best 2 teams in the league.
No, we don't do that in any sports league.
I mean, because you don't do something anywhere doesn't mean it has to. You can't set a precedent.
I see what you're saying, but if you're gonna, you have to have a quarterfinal. That's my opinion. A playoff has to have a quarterfinal. You can have a round of 16.
No, you
and
do
that's
have
fine.
a quarterfinal. It's with the teams that did not finish in the top 2.
So then that means you have to. Because think about it. If
they get a bye, and whoever, 3 would play. I mean, where's your pen?
Where's my pen? I don't know where my pen is, folks.
We'll talk about the game. Don't worry. Greg's going to iron this out right now.
There's nothing to talk about right now. I mean, we're waiting for them to kick the ball off. Chat, what do you guys think about a quarterfinal playoffs with only 6 teams in that round? Yes, Napier would have to make it 12 then. Yes, you have to make it 12. You can't have teams go right into the semifinal. As is an onside kick, and Eagle Academy do get it. Ooh, he got hit hard there, boy. Great job by Spencer Ball.
You know what? Everybody's telling me you have the top 10 and top 2 get a bye. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at it. Yeah, you would have to add 2. Yeah, because a quarterfinal has to have 8.
Because to me, in my opinion, right, say if you make 8, one plays 8, chances are
that's actually the ball game. So I think they were running the clock the whole time. That is the ball game. So our score is final, 35-6. Eagle Academy break the losing streak on Utrecht's field and get the W. So thank you to everyone watching. Still over 100 people in the chat. We are going to sign off here. And remember, we will be back live tomorrow morning. The battle of the unbeatens in the 2A. Sheep's Head Bay, the Sharks hosting Eagle 3. So, Mr. Polius, it was a pleasure, man.
Definitely.
And I'm going to see you tomorrow, right?
Yep, back at it tomorrow.
So we'll see everybody tomorrow.